Stem and leaf displays. Represent the two sets of data on a single stem and leaf display. A stem and leaf display is another way of organizing data. If we examine a number, we can call the number in the ones place the leaf, and all numbers to the left of the ones place the stem. So for instance, if we had the number 54, the number in the ones place, or the 4, would be the leaf. And then the 5, which are all the numbers to the left of the ones place, would be the stem. And we would write this in a chart with the stem on the left, and then a vertical bar, and then the leaves that have a stem of 5 would be next to the bar in increasing order. So we'll write this down, and we're going to create a stem and leaf plot for A and B, and then we're going to combine the plots into a single stem and leaf display. First, we'll create a stem and leaf plot for data set A. The first thing we want to do is identify all of the stems. And we're going to write the different stems that we see in our chart from increasing order, or smallest to largest. If we look at all the values in A, we can see that we have a stem of 1, we have a stem of 2, we have a stem of 3, and we also have a stem of 4. Now, these stems repeat among the numbers, but I'm only listing the stem once each. So I'll write down my different stems. I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now I'm going to write the leaves that correspond to each stem. So I'll look at the values in the ones place of each number. First, we'll identify all leaves that have a stem of 1. So I'm going to highlight all the numbers that have a stem of 1. I have 18 and 15. Now, my leaf of 18 is an 8, and then my leaf of 15 is a 5. I'm going to write the leaves in increasing order from left to right. So I'll write this as 5 space and then 8. We can also think of this as the leaves increasing in order away from the stem. Now we'll go ahead and identify all the numbers that have a stem of 2. I highlighted all the numbers that have a stem of 2. I also listed the numbers from smallest to largest over here. I listed these numbers from smallest to largest because it helps me in organizing my leaves when I put them in my stem and leaf plot. Since all my numbers are already in increasing order, I'm just going to select the leaves and write them in my plot. So I'll have a 1, a 2, a 5, a 6, and a 9. Now we'll move on to all the numbers that have a stem of 3. All the values that have a stem of 3 are highlighted, and I also listed them from smallest to largest. Again, this just helps me place the leaves in increasing order when I go to draw my stem and leaf plot. So when I write the leaves, I'm going to have a 2, a 3, a 4, 7, 8, 9, and 9. And all leaves need to be represented, even if they repeat. You include repeating leaves, but you don't include repeating stems. Now we're going to go to our last stem, which is 4, and we'll highlight all of the values that have a stem of 4. So these are all my values that have a stem of 4, and I listed them in increasing order. Now I'll go down to my stem and leaf display and write my leaves. I have a 2, a 2, and a 2, a 3, and a 7. And this is the final stem and leaf display for data set A. If we counted up all the leaves, we should have the same number of leaves as we do numbers in our data set. Now I'll create a stem and leaf display for data set B. And data set B has the same stems, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now I'll look at stem 1 and I'll highlight the values that have a stem of 1 in data set B. I have 11, 16, and 18, so that means my leaves are 1, 6, and 8. And again, those are separated with spaces. Now I've highlighted the values that have a stem of 2 and written them in increasing order so I can easily identify the leaves. I have a leaf of 0, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, and 9. So I'll just place that on my leaf column in the chart. Now I highlighted the values that have a stem of 3, and these are 32, 33, 37, 38, and 39. So my leaves are 2, 3, 7, 8, and 9. I only have one number that has a stem of 4. That's the number 47, so my leaf is 7. Now we should count all the leaves that we wrote down and make sure that we have the same number of leaves as we do values in data set B. And we do. Now that I have my stem and leaf displays for both data sets, I'm going to combine the stem and leaf plots to represent both data sets on a single stem and leaf display. In order to do this, we're going to create 3 columns. My middle column will represent the stems, so I'll write down 1, 2, 3, and 4. To the left of the stems, I have data set A. So I'm going to write all the leaves that correspond to data set A. Now I need to write them in increasing order away from the stem. So since the stem will be to the right of the leaf, I'm going to write the 5 closest to the 1, and then the 8 farthest away from the 1. And we'll just transpose the leaves that I previously found in this manner. So I'll write down the 1 closest to the stem 2, and then I have a 2, a 5, a 6, and a 9. So you see it's increasing away from the stem. So for 3, I have a 2, a 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, and 9. And then for the 4, I have a 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, and 7. Now I'm going to do the same thing with data set B. But since data set B is to the right of the stem, I can just keep these leaves as is. So I have a 1, a 6, and 8, a 0, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, and 9. And then a 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, and then a 7. So this big plot right here represents my complete stem and leaf display for both data sets A and B, and that's my final answer.